Hello there, hello to my soul sisters, those spiritually mature women who want to improve their lives through faith. Okay, people who want to heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically by using essential oils and energy balancing. Today we're going to talk about the new Abode blend. This blend is phenomenal, super powerful, okay? It is a blend of powerhouse oils, okay, the big guns against antimicrobials, okay. So we have lime, litsea, cassia or cassia, however you want to say it, lemon myrtle, okay, tea tree, arbor vitae, wow, right, kochii eucalyptus. So this eucalyptus has 90% 1,8-cineol, okay, cilantro, lavender, and lemon myrtle, like mind-blowing, okay, big guns for just killing germs. Okay, amazing. So I'm excited to share with you all the information that I know about this oil. Okay, so of course it is designed for cleaning. Okay, so this is the refreshing blend. It helps with cleaning surfaces, so you can add it to your DIY scrubs or other cleaners. By the way, I'm going to make a video on the Abode cleaning products as well. Okay, so look for that video, but you can make your own with the Abode blend. It's fantastic for cleaning the air. So what you want to do is just put it in your diffuser, put a few drops in there, okay, and just start your diffuser. I have a diffuser in every room, sometimes two in one room, okay, depending on the size. Like my bedroom, I have one for me and one for my husband, or one near my table. And you can not just diffuse, but you can put a drop in your palms maybe and just cup it over your nose and mouth and inhale. But when you're putting this oil on your skin, just remember you want to dilute it because it's kind of hot. So you want to do 1:10 ratio, 1 drop of essential oils to 10 of any carrier oil, okay? So most of the time I use the fractionated coconut oil. Guys, it helps open airways, cleans the air, and it also helps boost immunity, of course, right? It helps us repel bugs. So, you know, as we diffuse a lot, our body will have a stronger immunity. It also is a natural bug repellent, okay? So it's another option for you if you have, you know, just this oil that you need something to help you with repelling bugs. You know, this is it, okay? It's fantastic. And of course the smell is uplifting, but it also is kind of calming at the same time. Okay, and that's kind of interesting that it's citrusy and it's a little bit piney at the same time. It just feels and smells clean. Okay, that's what it is. Now, this oil, okay, and I'm reading on my website right here, this information can be found in my books, okay, it can be found on my website, jadebolden.com. I'm making cards of this oil as well. So this is essential oil cards, and then there's affirmations on the back, okay? So oil information on one side and affirmations on the other side. So basically there's lots of different places and resources that you can use to learn more about this, to be able to use it and maximize the benefits, okay? But I want to share with you what it does on the spiritual and mental and emotional side, okay? That's really exciting for me. Abode is the oil of choice and accountability. Okay, choice and accountability. So it is an extremely powerful cleansing blend for the soul and for the environment. Okay, so sometimes when we're cleansing the soul, we naturally want to cleanse the environment. And sometimes when we cleanse the environment, we naturally want to cleanse the soul as well. Okay, so mind over matter, matter over mind. So when we cleanse, we can eliminate the self-imposed limitations. Okay, we make up a lot of limitations and lots of fears for ourselves, okay? We also have a lot of distortions of reality, okay? And that is something we need to get rid of so we can have a clearer perspective on reality. And sometimes we don't know that we have a distorted perspective, but with the oils, with the connection to the divine, you will see that distortion, okay? Good is good, bad is bad, right? Instead of, you know, muddling it all up. All right, and also it helps remove debris from unsupportive social, personal, and familial patterns. Okay, so we have these traditions that we may not recognize that it's not good for us. Okay, that's unsupportive, right? And it's holding us back. So it's time to get rid of the traditions of the fathers, okay, and mothers and people. Okay, so how you cleanse is, you will powerfully awaken yourself, okay, to your divine power of choice and be fully accountable for the results of your choices. You will see that you chose those things through your subconscious or conscious beliefs and thoughts, okay, because we are belief-driven creatures, okay. Our emotions drive actions as well, okay. So we need to just awaken to how we played a role in our lives, okay. So Abode encourages awareness so you can be more comfortable living with yourself. Okay, so you live in this tabernacle of clay, or tabernacle, this body, right? This temple, people would call that. All right, you have to be comfy in this body, okay, with yourself. So this encourages us to abide comfortably, cleanly within ourselves. Okay, so when you fully love and accept yourself for the powerful divine person that you truly are, you will naturally feel safe to live life fully. So you're not going to make any excuses anymore, okay? Live life differently and live life more intentionally. How about that? Yay, right? This means letting go of that victim mentality, okay, parasitic attachments, and codependent relationships. Okay, victim mentality, sometimes we don't even know that we have it. I'm going to make a video about this, the different types of victim mentality, because basically if we can recognize that we're being a bit of a victim, we can be proactive and be victors, okay? We don't know what we can't see, right? And when we recognize it, we can make changes. All right, so the attachments, the parasitic attachments that we're talking about here is just things that are changeable, things that help, that trigger you, easily trigger you. Okay, so things that are not, eternal, right? So things that you're attached to that can change and it makes you mad and sad, that's not healthy, okay? And then of course the parasitic, the codependent relationships, the relationships where everybody is responsible for other people's happiness and nobody's really responsible for their own happiness. And that's not healthy because nobody is owning their own power and creating happiness and joy. Okay, everyone is relying on each other, drawing on our empty cups. Okay, so to live a brighter life with more passion, peace, and power, you are invited to appreciate the role that opposition plays in your personal growth. Ooh. It invites you to be accountable for your conscious and subconscious choices and then reprogram yourself. Okay, it helps you kind of take back your power. Okay, this is why it's so amazing, because it's really powerful and pushes you, encourages or compels you to cleanse. Okay, so recognize you are responsible for creating the inner peace, passion, and power. So when you recognize that, what happens? You'll be able to create it, okay? Instead of something out there, fix me, help me, make it happen. Okay, now if you realize that you are responsible for creating the inner peace, the passion, and the power, okay, and you do that by choosing to transform the depth of your sorrow, okay, into the equal and opposite height of your joy. So what that means is your life struggles, okay, help prepare you to have a greater capacity to receive more light when you decide to awaken, okay, to your divine identity. All right, when we struggle, we're kind of like creating more capacity, right? And so for the depth of it, of your sorrows will be the height of your joy if you let it, okay? That means you have a higher capacity for joy. It's great, all right? It's important, right? So those experiences are not wasted. God doesn't waste any experience, okay? He's very loving and is super intelligent, okay? So Abode helps encourages us all, okay, you and I, to trust in the power of divine grace to help rise you, okay, above the distress, drama, darkness, and despair. Okay, we're going to rise above all of that darkness, like things are dirty at your house, right? We're cleaning, helping us get above that, all right? So from a new height, you can easily manifest a life of wholeness, okay, of restfulness and of faith. So wholeness is more than just healing, like, oh, I'm not hurt anymore, this is not sore anymore. It's more than that. Wholeness is about fulfillment. It's about knowing who you are, knowing what you're here for, okay, and feeling empowered and a sense of peace, okay? And, when those people who think that they're faithful, they're checking all those boxes, doing what they think is right, but they still don't have that peace, okay? This helps invite them to connect to God more fully and have that rest. Okay, we can have that rest here on this earthly plane as well as afterwards. Okay, really. So come unto Christ, and feel that peace. All right, and feel that rest. We can have restful moments as well when we need it. All right, putting everything on the altar. So I love teaching people that, especially in my Energy Balancing with Faith course. So by the way, I'm going to start a new semester soon, so please join me. All right. So, this all helps us develop greater faith. We think sometimes that faith is synonymous with belief, like I believe that God exists and stuff like that. But faith is more action, more owning your power, taking back your agency, okay, and then taking actions and creating with that power, okay? And that's how I feel we should develop our faith, okay? So, with this new clarity, right, it's time for us to define our personal path and commit fully to that liberating journey. So defining our path means creating boundaries, okay? But it's more than just creating boundaries, okay? We have the Abode, we have the tea tree, all of these oils are boundary oils. But boundaries is not about saying no, okay? It's like, no, no. It's that, but more than that. It's saying yes to yourself, yes to a higher level of being, okay, a higher standard, and holding your standard firm, okay? And then when you commit to your liberating journey, right, you focus, you're not distracted, and you're not allowing yourself to be influenced by other people's opinions. So you know who you are. So other people's opinions of who you are, it doesn't matter. So that's why you won't feel offended and hurt, because it doesn't matter what they think, because you answer only to God, okay? Hope that makes sense. So the result of all of this powerful cleansing is a change that reflects brilliance, okay, and brightness of joy. So when you've done it well, you will know, because there's fruits, okay, there's results, and the result is just this brilliance. Like you've cleaned your house and your house is sparkling and it just feels like, right? This is us. When we feel clean on the inside, we feel like sparkling. We feel like we want to shine and go out there and be the beacon of light for others too. Okay, so that's the idea. What an amazing oil of choice and accountability, right? So, what I teach people in my Energy Balancing with Faith course is how to awaken to themselves, how to feel. Sometimes we feel like blah, and then we're like, I just feel all right? But we'll have words to those feelings. And because these oils have a very powerful energy or a high vibration, so if we use these oils often enough, our body will match that vibration, okay? So the negative emotions will be able to, so the negative emotions can be eliminated when we allow ourselves to rise up and match the vibrations of these oils. So I'm going to list out some negative emotions that these oils can help us eliminate, okay? The emotions are victim mentality, okay? Sometimes we don't know that we have that victim mentality. It'll help us awaken to that and release that, let it go, cancel that. Codependent, okay, defeated, if you feel like you're defeated. Manipulation or manipulated, okay, distracted, distorted reality, controlling or being controlled, stuck, dark, dirty, feeling unsafe, easily offended or hurt, and blaming. Okay, so if you carry some of that emotion, it'll help you awaken to that. And how it does that is it helps you recognize how you've created it, because these negative emotions didn't just come out of thin air, did it? Okay, we created it by our thoughts and our beliefs. Okay, so our negative thoughts and our negative beliefs create these negative energies, okay, of emotions. So, I put a list of some possible negative thoughts and beliefs so that you can identify it in yourself. Okay, and then choose to release it and reprogram it in yourself. So it could be, it's all out of my control, I hate making decisions, or I hate making mistakes or admitting to mistakes, I am not happy until XYZ is done or happens, things keep happening to me. Okay, so when we think that way, we create those negative emotions and then we take actions from there, or inactions. You see what I mean? Okay, so let's focus on the positive that we can adopt, all right? Because, getting rid of the negative is only half the battle. Creating the positive is where we should be focusing, okay? We are proactive and we are powerful. Okay, so the positive energy that we can adopt while using Abode, okay, is powerful, fresh, okay, fresh start, cleansed or cleaning, fortified, wholeness, right? Protected, calm, bright, empowered, accountable, capable, courageous, and free. Okay, so you can just have a theme word or whatever and think about it, ponder over it, and think about the thoughts and beliefs that are connected to it. But I've given you some here, the thoughts and beliefs that are positive that you can adopt. I clearly see the perfections in the imperfections. Okay, so your life might feel like it's imperfect, but you can see the perfectness in what was imperfect to you. Okay, the perfect lessons for Heavenly Father to teach you, etc. So things happen for me, and I say yes to myself. I am liberated from the negative patterns of the past. Okay, so these thoughts and these beliefs will help you create positive feelings, and positive feelings lead to positive actions and then positive results. Okay, so here's some affirmations that you can adopt. I powerfully and effectively cleanse my soul. That feels so good. I am fully accountable for the results of my choices. You can say, my bad. Oh, I made the mistake. That's okay. I courageously cleanse and purify my life. Everything in my life, mind, body, spirit. Okay, you can say that as you use these oils. Sometimes it might take a couple of weeks, sometimes it might take a couple of months, but use it and help recondition you. Okay, we can do that. We have the power to do that. So if you have some, so if you have some really interesting Abode blends or recipes for cleaning, please share that below. Please comment below. Tell me what you think of the Abode smell, if you like it. Okay, if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and ask that as well, okay? If you would like to chat with me or do an energy balancing session with me, go ahead and go to my website, jadebalden.com, and book an appointment with me, okay? I love to talk to people who are spiritually mature about all of the things that we're doing here. Okay, we want to have more people to learn this skill. I want people to have this skill to help them heal themselves and their families. So if you are interested, please join me in the Energy Balancing with Faith course. Okay, and we have one starting very soon, and become part of the Earth Angel community. Okay, we need more people with these skills out there so you can help your friends and your family just awaken to themselves, figure out what they're thinking and feeling on the subconscious, and then intentionally rewiring themselves through this faith-based life coaching. That's pretty much what it is. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, especially when we use the oils, we heal really quickly. And healing is not just our goal, it's about wholeness. Okay, so go to my website if you want to purchase some of these products. Okay, these reference guide using gifts of the earth with faith. I'm going to make a video of Abode in the course as well, so you can learn more about it. I have the oil cards, singles and blends, okay, that you can use to learn more about the oils, or just randomly pick one and focus on that energy that day. All right, lots of fun things to focus on. So I thank you for joining me. If you don't have a doTERRA wholesale account, go ahead and contact me or your friend who shared this video with you, and we'll hook you up. Okay, it's very easy, very inexpensive, but then you have access to an account where you can buy these oils. All right, so that's all. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, friend and like me on Facebook and Instagram, and I look forward to talking to you in another video. Bye for now.